I think we're live. I'm uploading and updating.
Why wasn't my business going? There we go.
I don't know, but I hear it now. uh,
Hello, hello.
I just had the greatest idea, right? So we're gonna do a promo intro for Splintered Spirits. That's gonna be me just moving my head to the music as it kicks on, and then we're gonna AI some spirits in back of me doing the same thing. You know,
Now, John, I'm
it'll be
trying
really
to see if we
ridiculous and
are.
funny.
I'm trying to see. We're trying to add our friends on TikTok today, but it doesn't look like it's going through for some reason,
Uh
which is a bummer. I just set that up.
oh.
I don't know what it looks like. People are joining, even though I went through hell and high water to figure this out last week and do a whole thing.
Yeah, you were on.
I
You were
was
on
on.
just chilling.
Hey, TikTok folks, can you see? Are you seeing anything or no?
I don't know
I'm looking at their chat. I could see their chat, and I want to see if they.
if they could see you.
No, they just see like the thing. So why isn't the?
I don't
Oh,
know.
here we go. Booyah! Now it's up. I see what I have to
Oh,
do. John, we're live everywhere now. Now we are everywhere.
everywhere.
And in
All right.
the TikTok, can you see? Can you hear me as well? Do you hear me okay?
We can hear you.
Yes and yes.
There you go.
All right, let's hope this doesn't get totally
Yeah.
effed up straight in the A.
Let's hope it just holds.
Let's hope that this holds. Welcome, everybody, to Splintered Spirits Live podcast hosted by me, Gary, and my nephew, John Santa, where we try to figure out what are spirits. And we've got a fun one because I want to, those apps don't work for me to talk to spirits. So I want to go old school on it, and you're going to help me do it today. And you know what's great is, dude, I had all this shit around the house,
Yeah, that you could get.
from the band days, from
Yeah.
like all my stuff from the band days. So
Yep.
I'm gonna
So
build.
you have an understanding as well of how you're going to hook all this up.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah.
exactly. So
But we got to stress to them that you're doing what he's essentially doing is building a portal box. That is what he's essentially doing. This is a very simple one. Now like
watch.
he said, is
Okay,
going to
let me
use.
show you what I got. I'm gonna show you what
All
I
right,
got
all right, all right.
before we dive in. Let me show you all the bits, and then we'll see how it does. All right. So here, let me turn on. I'm gonna show you on my desk as I pull it all up, so you guys can see it, and you guys should be able to see it.
All right.
Okay. Let me shut that off because then I think all the speakers came back on.
Okay, so that's the amplifier you're
Okay.
using.
Yes. All right. You can still hear me, right?
Yep.
No echo? Okay, perfect.
Nope.
Here's an amp. I got this little amp, right?
Okay.
Put that up here. I got a reverb,
Reverb pedal. Yep.
noise gate,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Power.
Okay.
See that?
Yep.
Then I got, this is ancillary power, little battery packs,
Okay.
right? And dude, I got cables shooting out of my butt. So it's like I got a quarter to an eighth. I've got, these are for the batteries to go into the pedals if I need those, right?
Okay.
I don't think I need that one. I don't know what that one is. That's a USB. I don't know what that is either. Oh, these are like for the pedals, right? To
Yep.
go in and out to each, right? Quarter inch.
Quarter. Yeah, you need two. You need.
I
Yep.
got a
You
bunch
need
of these.
two,
Man.
right?
I got a bunch of these, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go with those.
Yeah.
And then here's what's great. So then I've got, this is how funny is this? This is what this thing is called. I just got a pedal board, but how funny is it that they're called, like for a guitar
Ghost
pedal
Fire.
board, A ghost fire pedal board, right? So
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little
yeah.
one,
I'm curious to see what the
right?
okay.
So it's
Yep,
just a
yep,
little bit of it's a little pedal board. So look, all right,
yep.
let's throw this shit out of the way. Okay. Now, oh, and of course, the classic. Did it
The
freeze? Here.
SB7. Yep.
The SB7. All right. Here we go. All right. And then, oh, I modded this up a little bit. See this little screw here?
Okay.
I put this here because I had how many of these do you have, by the way? Like little phone
Tons.
holders. Tons of them, right? So
Tons.
then I'm going to put this here like this. I'm going to screw this one on to the
Okay.
corner because this is what's going to hold the SB7,
Nice. Cool.
right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Let me tighten this up.
Now and now
I
again
might have to put a washer on it.
on a normal, just so people don't get confused, on
Tell them.
a normal one that someone would, be using, you would have it velcroed to the back.
Yeah, I'm going to Velcro some of this stuff.
Yeah. Same
But-
thing with like the battery, the 9 volts.
Right. Yeah. I got Velcro for all that shit, dude. There's Velcro everywhere.
Velcro, baby, is the
We're
best.
Velcroing everything up, yo. But I wanted it like this because I didn't have enough space to stick it. I didn't get a big enough like little amp.
See, the pedal board though, dude, the pedal board would be great at a spot that you're always at, where you can literally mount it to the wall.
But like, look,
You
see,
know what I
this.
mean?
I can close this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can put
This
it
is
right, and then I can do this here like this.
Yep.
Right. So boom. So that's set. Right.
Set. Yep.
Now, so then we're gonna go what? We go first from there to the noise gate, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
All right.
Yep. The SB7 is going to be connected to
The noise.
the noise.
All right. So then we got to stick this on.
So what's interesting with my setup is I can go through both the noise and the reverb, and I have it split because there's different ways to set them up, but you could technically just go in through one.
All right. So I'm gonna stick some Velcro up on this mother, right?
Velcro.
See, I got Velcro, guys.
Yeah. Velcro excites the shit out of me.
Does it? What a genius invention that is.
It's the best. It's the best.
What
I've
do you guys
got rolls
say?
of the tape of it. You never know when
Folks
you're gonna
saying
need
in
to
the
stick
chat.
something.
There's so many chats, dude.
I can't see any of them.
I've got
I
so
feel
many-
disconnected. I gotta get once I get the setup, I'll be able to see the chats as well.
Yeah, it's like we got so many chats. Let's see.
So many chats going. 2 people per
Well,
chat.
We got a lot. We got people rocking and rolling here. All right, look, guys. We got,
2 people
All right,
on
look.
Twitch.
Maybe right, but TikTok, welcome. I like that we can play in this space, which is really John's
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
And all right. So let's see here. All right, so we're just. Do we think we're gonna get any spirits, John? That's the real question.
I don't know. Listen, everywhere's haunted. It's just the amount. It's just how haunted, and the amount. Maybe you'll get one that's floating by. It's like, hey, what's this guy doing in his garage? Oh shit. This is more than just a garage. What is this?
It's a
This
garage
is
slash Equinox slash podcast studio slash
yeah,
storage center. The
yeah,
one thing
right.
This garage does not do is hold cars.
Yeah, imagine there's the spirit of a car in there.
All right, so we got one Velcro on there. This is my reverb.
Okay.
Let's make sure I put the right Velcro on. Okay, yeah. So we'll slap this on the back of this shit. You guys can see all this.
Mm.
All right, guys. Anybody have anything fun to say? Am I doing anything wrong? No, you guys are cool. What's up? Welcome. You're watching Splintered Spirits as we build a spirit box
Yep.
thing. All right, so I'm gonna throw this down. Oh, look at that, sticks. Now I can. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, which is my 1/8 to 1/4.
Okay.
To go out of this.
Out of the SB7.
Yeah. So this would be the speaker out. Right.
Yep.
Right. And that's gonna get jacked into here.
Into there.
It's like magic, dude. Are you ready? Are you guys ready to hear some ghosts? I don't think they're ready. All right, so then I'm gonna jack it. Then it goes out from here into the verb, right?
Yep.
It's just so easy. Everybody can do it.
Yep.
Guys, everybody can do it. Let's get it right up close. All right. Then, see, I don't need to stick my amp. I can just rest it in here.
You could just rest it. Yeah.
Right? Oh,
You
but we
could
need to
always
put.
do something if you ever. Yeah. Like for now,
So
you could
then,
just rest
so
it.
then,
Sure.
look, this is the power box, right? So then this can go anywhere. Let's just stick it here. I can put it underneath.
Yeah.
All right, and then that's going to need juice. So then we're going to have to plug in. It comes with a bunch of power. I got more cords. Just what I needed in my life, by the way.
More cords.
Could never have enough cords, I guess.
Yep.
All right, guys. So then we're going to go. Can't see this shit down here, but I guess it's all the same. So I'll tighten these. I'll like zip line these cords up so they don't hang. Keep it neat.
Keep it nice and neat.
Nice and neat.
You don't want a ghost pulling on the wires.
We don't want ghosts pull. Right. We don't need ghosts pulling on wires, John.
You don't need spirits pulling on
We
wires.
don't need spirits pulling on wires.
Nah.
All right. So that's plugged in. All right. So then we got to go out from here and into the amp, right?
Into the
Into the mini amp.
To the mini amp.
All right. What do we turn on first? I guess we turn on.
Make sure volume is. Make sure volume
amp would be last, right? The amp should be last.
Amp is last, but make sure volume is low on that amp, because you don't want to kick that on and then destroy everyone's eardrums.
Right.
So
you see what I'll tilt this.
Lower the volume on
see it. Look at that setup, guys. Dude, we're ready for ghost shit. I'll stick the battery things under here in a minute.
No.
All right. So
you don't even need the battery things. It's only if you're on the go.
Yeah. If I run out, right? So this thing's rechargeable. This plug I got. Okay, so I'm turning this. Oh wait, we want to do this last. Okay.
Just make sure the volume's low.
Let me plug it. Okay, so it's all right. It's off. All right, so I'll turn that on last. Okay, so it's ready to go. The volume's on. Low. Let's see. The gain just in the middle, I guess. And we'll just do the rest.
Yeah. So we're going to have to play around with stuff in a bit.
Okay. All right. Then. All right. So let's turn on this first.
Yeah. You got batteries in the SP7?
Yeah. Oh shit! Could you imagine if I didn't? All right, guys. So this is on. All right. Now, where do I want this set, John? Like, which kind of speed do I want?
Oh, let's start at a low cycle through.
What is that? Low is low.
The
50?
lowest. I can't remember the numbers. Is it 1100?
It goes like 50 to 100. It goes no. It goes 50 milliseconds to like 350 milliseconds.
We want bring it to $1.50.
$1.50. Okay.
So bring it to 150.
All right. So that would be.
We'll start in the middle.
Hold on, I can't see shit. First of all, guys, I'm old and I gotta get my readers on.
Get your reading glasses on.
This makes me look more like a scientist.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. All right, sweep rate. So 250, 300, 350, 50, 100. You think 150 is where we want to start?
Let's start 150.
Do we want AM or FM?
Let's go with FM for this. We could try. I mean, listen, you try whatever you want, whatever you.
Okay. All right, that's on. I haven't started scanning forward yet. So now I'm going to turn on these. Oh, wait. I got to turn the power on. Okay, power's on. I'm going to turn the noise gate on.
Yep.
Turn my verb on.
Yep.
I'm going to turn the amp on. All right. So we got sound.
Okay, so now you want to hit sweep.
Hold on. Well,
sounds like it's just picking up one station.
Yeah. I haven't started scanning yet. I'm playing with the noise filter and the reverb to find a.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Like, what kind of reverb do we want? We don't want something too heavy, right? Let's see.
We're going to have to play around with it. Once it starts scanning, we'll be able to hear what it sounds like.
All right. Now I'm going to start to scan. I'm going to start going forward. You ready for this? All right, we're scanning.
There you go.
So now I just turn the noise gate on. Oh. What?
Ask if anybody's there.
Are there any spirits here? I'm going to put this straight up so the antenna is better. Spirits! Are there any Los Angeles spirits? What if let's tinker.
Gary's sitting there with a thing of gasoline and a lighter ready to light his garage on fire the
I
second
am.
he
It's
hears,
like, dude, we're going to have to
"Hello,
move.
Gary."
I'll have to find a new office. Spirits. Maybe, look, maybe there's no death here. Welcome, TikTok. Welcome,
just heard-
everybody, to Splintered Spirits.
I just heard what sounded like a little high, but maybe it's just the audio coming through.
Spirits. Now, this is the gate, right? I have the gate right on the edge of, see, that's noise. And that's right, taking the noise out. Now, what does the scan speed do, and how does that affect spirits, do we think?
So basically, if I remember correctly, the whole theory behind it is the scanning is as it's scanning through the radio waves, it's trying to catch up, a spirit in that process. So the slower you're scanning is the slower you're trying to pick up on them, and the faster is the faster it's going through the channels in order to catch what spirits it can on that frequency. I believe that's how it goes.
So should we try a different speed and see what happens?
We could.
All right, let's go fast. Let's go super fast, 300. And we're still on FM. Oh, this is slow, I guess. 300 milliseconds. So it's longer. It's a longer hold.
Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Spirits, I dare you to say something. The power of Christ compels you. Spirits are pussies, bro.
Gary,
yes.
ask him what musical instrument is in your garage.
What musical instrument do I have in my garage? I've got a couple, but what are the two big ones?
Ask him for the biggest one.
What's the biggest musical instrument in my garage? Spirits, I'm asking you a question. I am your leader. You must answer me. Spirits, I demand that you tell me what instrument is in my garage. All right, let's try super fast speed. There's a temperature reading on this thing. Can this overheat?
I think the temperature reading is supposed to be for if the spirits are changing the temperature. But I've never liked those, especially in places that aren't insulated or outside. Or
Now, see, this is super fast. You can hear it when I lower the gate.
Yep.
But if I turn the gate up just to where it blocks out. Spirits? I could also be in maybe I just don't have good ghosts, dude. Maybe my ghosts suck.
Yeah.
Like, ghosts can suck. Right? Like, we know this. They cannot be very forthcoming in their information.
Yeah, even when there's a lot of them.
right? Even when there's a lot of them.
Even though there's a lot of them. It's a pain in the ass.
What do you guys think? How we doing in this chat? We got some eyeballs. Guys, what do you think? What do you think of this setup? Are you like, am I making you want to become a ghost person?
Dude, I love the idea of the pedal board
Pedalboard's dope.
mounted. Like, I think, because I have this spirit box that's
Mm-hmm.
literally just been sitting here. I think I am going to take this apart and get a pedal board and literally just mount it to the wall here.
Yeah, man, right? It's so easy to
Yeah,
do.
it's so easy. It's so
All right,
easy.
let's try. Look, we're not getting like squat on. We're not getting squat on the old AM stations. So why don't we try? Hold on. And that 50 speed is real bad. It's like we're not hearing anything on that. Let's go up to 150 where we started. Or maybe we'll go to 200. And then let's try AM. All right, we're on AM. Now we're going to sweep forward. Spirits, I demand that you answer my questions about what instruments I have. I want a very straightforward answer. Laney, I think Vox uses digital radio, right? Because it's not. There's no radio in
So
a in a
what's
phone.
real interesting, and I can never really get into the details about that, but I always say Vox scans through digital radio, right?
No, I think
That's
it has
com-
to.
that's completely wrong. It's the short answer. It's the
Right.
only thing I can say while I'm on live. The actuality behind it is Vox takes digital radio, puts it into a sound bank, and then it cycles through the sound bank, and the spirits have to manipulate the digital radio. So it's not coming straight from digital radio through the device.
Oh,
It's
that's
literally
interesting.
going, it literally goes into a sound bank and then goes through a cycle, which is why we hear things like level up my business, and
Uh,
shit like that, because
right.
it's literally cycling through. And if you're not connected to the internet, what Vox does is it never updates the sound bank.
Right.
So it just cycles through the same. Doesn't mean the spirits can't manipulate it. It just means that you're not going to get any new radio for them to, which is good because they constantly have a bunch of things that they can, mess with.
Jesse thinks that maybe the ghosts are not used to having anybody talk to them in my place. So they're like, I don't know what this thing is. It looks rinky dink.
Mm.
Why don't you've got a nice iPhone there? Why aren't we talking through that? Why are you using this MacGyvered spirit box? Maybe that's what the ghosts are thinking. Maybe they're being bougie.
So I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything on AM. Let's see if we
Yeah.
sweep in reverse. Besides, AM radio sucks. Let's
Mm-hmm.
go back to FM. Then we'll go backwards.
Now, how sick would it be? And I've consulted great minds on this, and they told me the technology would have to be built from scratch, which I don't even know where to start with that. But how crazy would it be is instead of going through radio waves, we were able to manipulate the same setup, but go through old analog TV. So
Ooh.
analog TV is gone, right? But not the waves. That shit is still it's still all over the place. It's coming from outer space, being sent back to Earth. There's bursts coming
Well,
from outer
it's
space.
just you wanted to be able to pick up broadcast.
Yeah, and because we're not using them anymore, we wouldn't pick up any local shit. It would be all, you know, it almost on the theory of principle that these things are coming from outer space, coming through the earth, and the spirits are hitching a ride. We might be able to well, let alone see them, but maybe, I mean, let alone hear them, maybe even see them. And I've inquired about this. I got close, Gary.
Well,
I
we
did
could.
it once. I set up an old antenna into the TV. The only thing that I couldn't do is cycle through to do it and for the images. But I had the static white noise. I had the TV. I
Oh, you
just
mean also show imagery, not
oh
just the
yeah,
ability.
oh yeah. So
Well, what you got to think? What's broadcasting? What's still broadcasts, right?
nothing,
Well,
nothing.
everything does. Well, first of all, everything does.
Well,
I mean,
everything does, but I'm
all your
saying on
major.
that old school, you can't, for example, PBS 13. It ain't on 13 anymore, and it's not on channel 13, you know.
But let's start. Why don't we start? But what I'm saying to you is, before you start trying to get old TV, which you'd have to probably somehow lock in with Tubi and use fast channels, where all the old shows are running 24/7.
Yeah, but no, no,
But
no, you're missing.
I'm
No,
talking
you're
about broadcast. Look, CBS
yeah,
is running. All your local stations are running.
yeah,
Like
but
they're
you're missing the whole thing. Forget all of that. Forget all of that. Let's go. Let's transport back in time
okay.
to when there was only 1 through 13, right? And channel 3 and 4 were reserved for video games. Okay, let's go
Yes.
back to that time. Imagine we were able to jack into those TV waves. I forgot what they're called. Okay, they're not being used. Nobody broadcasts on those anymore. That's why antennas don't work. The old school rabbit antennas and whatnot, none of that works anymore. It's all dead. But the waves are still out there. And some of them are from Earth. Some of them are coming from outer space. They're literally still out there. And how cool would it be is if we could see if we could get the spirits to talk through that and also show us imagery.
Now, Mama Lisa's asking. First of all, yes, that would be wild.
How
To be
wild
able
would that
that
be?
would be wild to figure out how to do that. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah. Maybe now that I have
we should talk
access
to
to
AI about it to figure out
that's
what that's called.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Now that I have access to all that, because when I first came up with all this idea, there wasn't AI to run all this by. Now AI might be able to be like, hey, well, if you take the components from this and you combine them with this, let's just take a little,
All right.
just knowledge of the circuit boards and whatnot and
I just slowed
soldering.
this. I just slowed the sweep rate to 250. Let me just lower the noise gate a little. I like the. What was that bit?
Oh, I
What?
just heard thank you.
Now, Mama Lisa was saying maybe let John ask, but this in a weird way because they can't hear John right now because of the way my setup is. Right, we would get reverb. So in some odd fashion, um, they would have to they're just going to have to go through me. I was going to say something stupid there, like it was a weird sort of Estes thing, but it's still, Estes is so confusing, it still doesn't make sense to me to do it. Night. Spirits, what instrument do I have in my garage? Maybe I got to lower the reverb because it's a little too hard to hear. I don't know how to lower the reverb on this. Let's just go room and see what that sounds like. Spirits, what instrument do I have in this room? Can you see it?
Could you put the volume up on the amplifier?
Yeah,
Or
well.
is it up all the way?
No. It's not even close.
Okay. Crank it up a bit.
I can move my mic down a little too.
There you go. Much better.
Spirits. I dare you to enter me, spirits. No, I don't want to do that. I take that back. I don't want to do it. But you can talk to this machine. Talk to I don't I
You can't possess me, but you
want to
can
be
talk to the
possessed.
machine.
Talk to the machine. What do I have in this room? Tell me something I got. Point it out. I said my name earlier. Do you
Oh,
know it?
dude,
Did
I
you say
just
my
heard
name?
drum kit.
No, you didn't.
I shit you not. There's no way that didn't say drum kit. There's no way.
Spirits, what
Someone
do
who's
I have?
watching on the YTs, rewind it. Tell me if you heard drum kit.
I'll check it when I upload it.
Because only YT people right now can go back and fast forward, rewind, I believe.
How they get in there? How they get in where? What? The spirits?
Or the garage. Well, the garage, we came up with a crystallized quartz infusion on the cords and the springs. So as soon as that fucking door goes down, that is it, baby. Them spirits are trapped. They ain't going nowhere.
Listen, there's nothing in my house that would prevent spirits from coming in, so it's like I don't really give a shit. There are tiny ghosts that are box size. That'd be funny.
Box-sized spirits.
Box size spirits. But does everybody know what this is? If you're just joining us, right? So we've got this SB7 that people rave about as like the go-to sort of thing, right? But people do. People dig it, man. They like this radio scanner. Then,
Dude, anybody who digs the SP7, you can tell when someone's like, "Oh, I love the SP7." Either they're a naturalist where they can't accept any other form of spirit communication, or they did not live through the old. Let's take a radio, you know, crack it open, pull the tab, get it so it scans, and listen to it like crazy while you're going nuts back in the day. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Now look,
Like if
here's
you
what.
did.
Now, just so right, I just want to just point out any new people. So what all this shit here does? Whoa. So if I shut off the noise filter, right, here's what it's going to sound like. It's going to be a mess.
That actually sounded like it said, "Can you help me, please?"
So the
That's
noise
so
gate,
messed up,
so
dude.
you don't have to hear that static, right? Because it's just scanning. And
That
the
literally
reverb,
sounded like it said, "Can you help me, please?"
and this is just to make it cool, right? Reverb is really
Yeah,
just to make it
that's
like,
it. That's all it is. It's supposed to. So the reverb, and again, people who swear by portal boxes won't tell you this, but all the reverb does is it makes it sound cool.
makes it sound
It's to
cool.
give it a. It's to give it to a spectral and spatial
Yeah.
effect.
Why
That
else?
is literally what it's
Well, who
for.
would say different?
Yeah. Oh, people do. People say it's needed so the spirits can communicate. And it's like, no,
No,
it's not.
no.
No,
It's
it's
just
not.
it's for coolness.
Yes, that's it.
Everybody sounds better in reverb.
Yeah.
Let's go, spirits.
Yes.
Spirits, I want you to tell me what else should I ask, John? You're the expert. Like, what are some initial questions we want to ask spirits?
Well, first you want to find out if there's actually something there. So you want to, dude, I wish, Binding, you don't have any sort of, like, how close are you to your garage door? Are you on the opposite side of the room?
Yeah, it's on the other side of it.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to hook up to. I wish you could make that antenna better. Yeah, that's the other issue with the SP7s and 11s. Like, too bad you didn't have like a couple clothes hangers lying around and we bring something up real quick, you know?
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything.
Just
If
jack
not,
it
that's
into
fine.
like right. Turn this whole room into some sort of super antenna,
Yes.
a lightning rod of some kind.
Yes. Yes. If we had
Right.
just bare copper wire, you could run it to your garage door holder,
Right. Just
to the
stick it out.
rods.
I'm close to my window. I could just stick it out the window.
Or yeah, or stick it out the window. Yeah.
I'm very close to that, but I just need to. I need. Okay. Okay. Wait. What do I?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go too crazy. We could always play around with it another day, you know?
Yeah.
We could really make something crazy for that. I actually have a CB radio antenna. We might be able to hook up to that too, by the way. I can send you.
All right. So this is a regular station. I managed to stop it.
That was Alice in Chains. That was Man in the Box.
So I managed to stop it right on a station.
Of course, take a shot. The alcohol of your choice, unless you're driving. Wait till you get home. Or if you're under 21.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's
right.
good advice.
So now I'm going to go forward now. I'm going to change it because I don't know if I'm allowed to rebroadcast. Let's see. Is there a spirit here? Can there a spirit take control of this box? I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of money on this shit either, but it's like, which I didn't do. I had a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, the only thing you didn't have was the SB7.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was here,
And I bought it for like $20 less because it had like a mark on it.
Yeah, perfect. I found one of those in the dirt once. Somebody
I'm
dropped.
most proud of myself for this little bit, putting this clamp on here.
Dude, that is awesome. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, I'm telling you, that'd be amazing for like, I mean, whether you're traveling or you set it up stationary somewhere.
It comes in a box that says Ghost Fire. I mean, dude, what's more impressive than that? I'm fucking Mr. Ghost. Dude, I don't even want to hear. Who's more ghost than me now? I'm Mr. Ghost guy.
I don't know. The dead people? The dead
ghost guy. It's just
he's the ghost guy.
I'm ghost guy, dude. John, we got some good stuff coming up, by the way, for these guys who don't realize that Tuesday we drop an episode about Buckout Road.
Yes.
Splintered Spirits, episode 18 on Tuesday about Buckout Road. We go through some really great evidence, and we catch an EVP that I don't want to spoil it. You got to listen to it. No, it's good, but it's really good. It starts out, we analyze it, and it's like, there's legitimately something there that happens. And it's pretty fun. Like I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what people think. I hope everybody checks it out and watches it. People are always going to like shit on EVP, especially when I drop it on Reddit. They're going to be like, meh. But it's, as the Reddit community will do. But for most people, it's like, look, I don't know what it is. I don't know what causes it. I can't figure out what caused it. But it certainly happened. And we caught it.
Yeah, dude. My big issue that's an EVP, but that's a different type of EVP, right? Like, think about it. We weren't trying to catch anything. We weren't trying to speak to the spirits. I just heard a child call my name, which is, normal. I mean, the last time I was on Monday at Buckout, I heard a woman call my name from deep in the woods. But everybody heard it. It even picked up on the damn audio.
Well, it didn't pick up on the audio. I had to isolate. So the way look, we are podcasting right now on we use a service called Riverside. What Riverside does is it records locally to our own individual devices, and then it uploads. So it's not just, you're not seeing an actual live stream. It's recording it on the device so that we get the best possible thing for the after effect. So I have everybody's track isolated. So I was able to then grab when John in the episode, you will see John like cut me off and go, I just heard a kid's voice, dude. I caught it. I didn't hear shit. But then when I went back and I pulled his audio and then I just cranked up the volume and slowed it down, you hear something. And wait until you hear it, because it's really freaky that something's there and I don't understand what caused it or what could it, but it got your attention. And it's not audible just to the, you got to just jack the volume up for it. But it's weird, dude. It's weird. That was weird.
Weird shit happens at Buckout.
You're so cat. Like, dude, what? I get ghosts all the time. I get ghosts.
Every time. No, it's
I'm a ghost, dude. Listen to this guy. Yeah, whatever. I get ghosts left, right, center ghosts.
I'm so numb to it, dude.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool because we weren't trying. That's the cool factor about it. Like, it was just me sitting there talking to you about Buckout, and then all of a sudden, I hear a child calling my name. Where were we? We were at. I was at Stony Hill that day, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I was at Stony Hill.
Talking all about Buckout, the history of Buckout. Yep. What's up? I am Cammy. Are you still with us? Sorry if I'm not really, talking to the chat. I'm trying to listen for ghosts. I'm not used to talking to a chat and listening to ghosts and talking to chat. This is why he has 1 million followers and I've got 2,700. So it's like I'm just I'm not really here for the followers. I'm here to get this podcast and get these stories and understand science. That's my
science.
That's my goal. Yeah, Buckout does be bucking, Cass, for sure. Hello, Outlaw.
Yes, it does.
Hello. Yeah, like I like all
Yes,
these people
it
coming
does.
checking this out. We got a handful.
How
of people.
close are we to 1,000 followers on
Listen,
YouTube?
man, we are very close to 1,000 followers on the Splintered Spirits channel. We're super close, like just a little over 100 we need to get there. So
Wow.
if you're checking us out right now, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Splintered Spirits right here on TikTok and everywhere podcasts are. We are on every platform. We are live right now on every platform that you can imagine. So it's like I don't know how these numbers do. Um, oh, look at you guys. I don't know if I'm making money from people throwing money at us here with gifts, which is very kind of them, or I'm just naturally making money. But that's pretty sweet.
But
Kind
what
of you.
happened? I can't see the chats.
Well, no, I'm just like looking. I can't see. It's not showing me. I see a lot of hearts coming up, but I'm not used to looking at this. We've only got 11,000 hearts. Does that mean something in TikTok world? I guess
On what platform?
that's TikTok. I'm only talking about
That
TikTok.
11,000 likes? Yeah, it means you got over
Yeah.
10,000 likes.
Yeah. There's some diamonds here. What do diamonds mean, John?
On TikTok,
Yeah.
that means you got gifts.
Huh.
That
There's
means you got
27. There's
gifts.
not a lot of people watch this, right? That's all right. But there's a lot. There's when you start
Yeah.
adding up the people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why does this heart with a red dildo show up on my head every now and again on TikTok? It's like a heart riding a red
So
dildo,
that
and it says
means
"Join my team."
so so if you do the heart me for Splintered Spirits on TikTok, that means that you are a true player for real for Splintered Spirits. That is Team Splintered
Uh,
Spirits right there.
I see.
And that's actually going to be joining with the subscription soon. So they're
Okay.
combining that. A lot of people are not happy about it. Some are very happy, but we're holding on to Super Meows.
All right.
Speaking of Super Meows, there she
B
is.
Love. John is on. This is John's podcast. This is Splintered Spirits. This is what we do together. So at this time, we're focusing on here. This podcast, this live stream, which we do normally every Thursday, but we had a movie yesterday. We do the live. Yeah. We broadcast the live everywhere on both channels on YT. TikTok is new to drop the live, and I'm glad we're making it work, and I'm glad it's working for everybody here. We're also on other platforms as well when we go live. So to answer your question, John is here. He's right here, and this is where he is during this hour for our show as we try to build this. And if you've never seen Splintered Spirits, we do deep dives into spirits. What are spirits? John's theory is, as many of you who have listened before, that spirits are energy or the memories of the dead trapped on the energy that we all have in our bodies that's released. On this podcast, we talk to a lot of people who communicate with spirits, from mediums to witches, but we also talk to academics, parapsychologists, people who have done intense study on tech to try to figure out where the energy lies. And what's really interesting, dude, I got to tell you, because we're going to talk to a couple more people we got lined up. Steve Parsons is going to be on we're doing an interview with. He's a British, UK parapsychologist, really into tech. His book, where is it? I might have it on the floor next to me. This book, guys, it's called Ghostology. All right. So if you see this book here, really dives into tech, and really from a unique perspective, from frequency to how it works to how you use things. I mean, for the most part, real hardcore ghost investigators, paranormal investigators, would not rely on one thing, which is why I also want to point out John never claims to be an investigator. He's a documenter. Hardcore investigators wouldn't just go somewhere with an app. They would go with 2 different apps. They would go with an EVP recorder. They would go with an electromagnetic field thing. They would have some real high tech shit. And they would study a place over hours and hours and hours with a medium, probably, just to help back up some of their things. You know what I mean? So it's like they really get into it. And hearing all of these perspectives on how it works. But one thing I'm finding fascinating is some people, we've got, like, starting with We do an interview with Amy Belaski. She's one of the most popular psychic mediums online. The Belaski method, and she's wild. She's really great, but she really talks about frequency a lot. And we're about to do another interview with a clairaudient who hears spirit, and she gets like a ringing in her ear when she does it. So there's something about this idea of frequency, energy, that is consistent no matter what you think spirits are, which is what the podcast is all about, like trying to get these different perspectives to hone in on what things are. So this MacGyver box that you're watching here is my attempt to communicate with the spirits and see if I can get them to go. I should bring this to Hollywood Forever in my backpack and see what happens.
You could.
Right?
You could. See if it gets any...
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I could set this up there easy. I'm going to do that. That'd be pretty wild. This big contraption. It's almost like everyone's got smaller like their phones or something, and then I roll out with this thing.
Or that he's... Okay, so... Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of crossover talking because it froze, and I didn't know if it was on my end or your end, so I just started talking.
Oh, no,
talking about boxing.
Oh, no, you're back. I didn't notice. Yeah, I think it was on your end.
Yeah.
Oh, your
He could have been. He could have been.
All right, heads up, John's network connection updated. Oh, okay. All right, well, you're back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so imagine if I roll out with this. It's almost like this is the boomer setup.
The boomer setup.
Right? Like, who's that old guy with that giant contraption he whips out of his bag?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm hearing noises. But it's
well, even though going somewhere with it, it would probably be easier if you just Velcroed the pedals to the sides. And then
look, I got this kick-ass bag. I'll put it in my backpack. I'll flip this thing open like,
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm just saying, when you're traveling, compaction is always the best.
This is the DeLorean of spirit boxes, bro. Come on. This is what this is.
It's the Ghost Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Ghost Fire.
Yeah.
This is the Ghost Fire DeLorean of spirit box. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna be the new big thing. Everyone's gonna what? Oh,
everyone. Uh-oh.
She's trying to cut me off. What do you have? You have a problem with what I have to say, Spirit? No? Spirit, do you have a problem with what I'm saying? You finally getting some guts? You want to speak up? Once I start communicating in the spirit realm, it's all over for you guys.
They're not going to know what to do.
You're not going to know what to do.
They're not.
So close to figure out. 250 is an interesting speed. Let's go up one more. Let's go slower a little bit to 300. Maybe we get a couple more words and it's clear. Sweep rate. 300. Here we go. We're on FM 300 millisecond speed. Now,
I had years ago, I had a guy hit me up when I first started doing this. He's like, "Hey, I want to build you a portal box." So I'm like, "All right, man." I'm like, "You sure?" He goes, "I can build my own." He's like, "No, I want to build you one. I want to send you one," which I still have somewhere floating around.
okay.
So he sent me this portal box, right? It's like literally like the cheapest thing you could throw together. And with a note that says, I forgot what frequency he said, but he goes, "At this speed, I got a hello." And I went, "Wow, a hello."
I know. Well, yeah, you're like Mr. You got specific, you got ghosts calling you names and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome,
Boxing.
everybody. Angel Crafts. You know, a lot of these names are the names they're kind enough to show up for Splintered Spirits. Who do we got over here now? I'm looking at a lot of different windows, guys. That's what I'm looking around. Behind me? Did that just say behind me, bro? Did you just hear behind me?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I mean, I just didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything. One time I used the portal box, very similar to what you built at the undisclosed location in the fireplace room, and all the spirits did was scream out of it. You literally heard human screams out of it. And I was like, "Yeah, I can't use this," and I had to turn it off. There
Carrie
was
Sue
like,
heard it. Sue heard behind me.
uh-oh. Maybe you got
Cowards.
one sitting on your lap right now.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, right? Unless it's a 500-pound man named Billy, then,
Listen,
hi,
Billy
Billy.
needs love.
And Billy, hey, listen, all Billies need love.
All Billies need love. Look at this thing, dude. This is like ghost, and it's got ghost fire on the front. This is destined.
I like it. I
I'm
think
gonna throw some
mounted somewhere,
stickers
that'd
on
be
it.
sick.
This is gonna be like,
Yeah.
this is the Trapper Keeper of ghosts. I mean, it's the
Dude,
greatest.
Dude, I was talking about Trapper Keepers today with my wife. We went back to school shopping. And I
Yeah.
remember I remember being, at the grammar school I was at, like one of the poorest kids there. All the kids, they had Trapper Keepers and all this
Yeah.
fancy shit. And I'm like, yo, I'll never have this. I'll never have this.
The Trapper Keeper. You should see what
It's
they got now
Trapper
that they
Keeper.
carry around, dude. I had to go through all
Oh,
this
dude,
shit, too.
it's insane. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. The whole thing's insane when it comes to all that. It's insane.
They had at my kids' school, they don't let them have. It's really frustrating. Like for some reason, it gets crowded with like backpacks.
Oh.
So they make them really walk around carrying books. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I ever saw. It's like, well,
Like old school?
Yeah, it's just like they're worried about kids tripping over the backpacks or in a fire hazard. I'm like, look, this is Darwinism. Like some kids are gonna trip, and then they're gonna learn.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to.
They're gonna learn not to look at their phone while they're walking.
Yeah, and it's also like I don't want my kid dropping his computer because he's trying to carry that and 6 textbooks. So it's if some kid trips, well, they should be mocked for being a klutz. There's certain kinds of peer pressure that's good. Like I'm all for. There's certain peer pressure that's okay. I'm just all for it.
Yeah.
There is good peer pressure out there, guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to be made fun of or hazed a little bit to be like, you're right, that is stupid what I'm doing, and I'm going to stop doing that.
Yeah. Maybe I should take a shower. Maybe I should,
Yes. Like, dude, deodorant, it's your friend. Like, you stink.
Yeah.
It's time to make a change. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
How are they going to know? We're going to just sit there and, just pretend it doesn't smell? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Spirits, come on. Spirit, is there a spirit here? Spirits, bring the thunder. Come on now. I do like this little machine. What's this button do? Hard or soft?
That's on the noise gate.
Yeah. I know what it is. So
It's gonna filter. I believe it's gonna filter some more and let some other types in. What do you have it on soft right now?
I'm gonna go soft.
Yeah. What's mine at? Mine's on soft too.
Yeah. Ooh, what did you say, lady? Sounded like a pretty lady. Come on, pretty lady ghosts. We're all into it. You heard it. See, I Heather heard it. When they said, right, because it said behind me. That's the clearest thing I heard. Although some of you...
Clearest thing I heard was drum kit.
Which is wild. We'll go back and listen and see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right, Voxy? You heard it too? Oh, she just looked at me with the weirdest stare. She's like, what are you talking about, John?
Oh, man, time flies when you're talking to ghosts. No wonder it's like,
Yeah. It definitely does.
It really flies.
Oh, so real quick before we go,
Yes.
there's something to talk about. I guess I had an interaction with a entity of non-human origin, an interdimensional entity of non-human origin, that other people in contemporary ghost hunting world have had an interaction with. In fact, I chat GBT'd this entity's name that came through. It called itself Seven, and literally chat GBT spat that out at me. That although there is nothing in mythology about an entity named Seven in contemporary ghost hunting and investigations, and a demonic force named Seven is known to go after or interrupt investigations and cause issues and problems. It didn't cause any issues for me. I was just curious about it because of what was going on. Like we had something go up the steps and then down the steps here, And it got pretty wild when I was using the spirit board last night. So
7, are you listening to this? I know you can't hear John. I'm going to repeat it. He claims to have spoken to you the other night and that you made your presence known, 7. So are you? Why don't you show yourself? Or actually, I don't want to see you. I take that back. Let's hear you, 7. Count.
I think I just had a spirit here laugh at that, by the way. I think
Do you
I
know
just
why
heard
6 is
disembodied
afraid of
laughter on
you?
my end.
6. Do you know why 6 is afraid of you, 7? Because you ate 9. Come on, that's a dad ghost joke combined. No, bombed. They can't all be pearls, dude. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes you got to try out new material. Every now and then you got to try out new material. It doesn't always work.
That's like
It doesn't
that's
always
like
work. You
that's
test
like when
it,
someone
it
comes
bombs.
into the live stream and goes, "Hey, people are dying to get in there," talking about a cemetery,
Right.
and I just want to slam my head up against the wall every time they do it. You know, it's like, oh,
Listen, it was a bad dad joke. I get it, guys. I get it. You got to try out stuff.
yeah, but at least I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, right.
You know, I haven't heard.
7, 8, 9. Come on,
Yeah,
guys. It's classic. Some of you appreciate it. I bet it's an oldie but goldie, right here.
someone in the chat.
Right here on Ghostfire Radio.
Yeah. Ghostfire Radio.
Oh, I wanted to ask you this. I have a question for you. What is
Interdimensional
a soul
cats.
What is a soul eater?
The Soul Eater. All right, so years I've been coming across these things. All right, and it's few and far between. And a Soul Eater, I have no idea what it is. I don't classify it as a spirit. I think it's an interdimensional entity of non-human origin. I don't know where they come from, but I do know that they like to feast on spirits. And I don't know the implications of that either. I just know from what I've heard from the spirits saying it's trying to eat me, it's eating me, things like that. I also believe that it was a soul eater that knocked me on my ass that night at the cemetery just because of what it was saying to me.
That's interesting, dude. So I'm reading this book because this woman's going to be a guest, and I'm reading her book. Her name is Joni Mahan. She was referred to me by Sam Baltrusis, the guy who wrote the book about Sleepy Hollow. She wrote this book called Ghost Magnet, and this book is all about sort of her discovery into her connection to spirit, and like how it really was a real problem for her until she sort of learned how to manage it through the help of friends and her own strength and all this stuff. But she talks about soul eaters a couple times, and one of them really giving her a problem. And I just was wondering, there's a lot of things that seem to be crossover in this ideology of talking to spirits of the dead, soul eaters, spirit guides, which is a very past life regression thing, which we're going to be getting into in a couple weeks with everybody. So I don't know. I'm just trying to see where it all fits in.
I find spirit guides so interesting because I have never come across. I have no data on spirit guides. Literally, actually, the only data I have on spirit guides right now actually came from Netzel because he says that he may have a spirit guide or maybe it's something else. So talking to him about it, and I was going to get more info out of him on that. I spoke to him on live about it, but that was it. When I get a chance to talk to him one-on-one, probably more at Gettysburg, I'll get more in-depth information. I got no data on it. It's an interesting concept. It's a very human concept from what I'm understanding right now. Like, it's not, a lot of it doesn't come from spirit boxes or devices.
Right.
It comes from people, saying, oh, I have this. I have that.
They are from what I understood from the past life regression therapist that I spoke to. These are beings that are there overseeing all of the different versions of you to help you make a decision that is right for the timeline that you're in, right? Leading up to what they believe is your higher self. Like there's a version of you that's like the ultimate you or something. That's
yes, there is.
We laugh.
And
but
let me
it's
tell
like,
you something.
Who am I to say what it is?
I get to my higher self every night.
Well, that's dude. I gotta say, I know this ain't my highest self. This cannot possibly. I've had moments in this personal self where I was like, yes, this is as good as it gets, right?
Yep.
I can call it a day.
Yeah, but that's a
And
matter
then
of perception too, you know?
no,
Like
no,
you
I
could
think
be having
if I tell you some stories, John, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you have reached, you've arrived.
yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
stories that are like, yeah, man, you've done it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
could go now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
you could go. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah, I mean, there's certain things of,
It's all a matter of perception though.
I've been
You
very
know?
fortunate. I've been very fortunate in a great many ways for a lot of
Yeah.
things. But anyway, but anyway, that's what this higher self spirit guides are. They're not. I don't believe they're necessarily angels. But does that make them the opposite of soul eaters?
Well, for the longest time, I thought a soul eater was more comparatively something to like a squirrel or a raccoon or a bunny or a bear or an animal. I thought it was some sort of animal of a spiritual realm because of the way that they were communicating. It was very like "Ugh," and grunts and shit like that.
Like
From what
man,
I
bear,
did
pig, or
hear,
something?
yeah, like
Or
a man bear pig, you know.
like man,
But
bear,
then
pig?
this last one I came in contact
Right.
with, knocked me on my ass and was talking shit to me. So, is there a hierarchy with them? Is there different types? The more spirits they eat, the more they evolve? I don't know. Are they building themselves on memory? Because one thing that when we talk about, I have to run. I have to start getting ready to
Okay.
go. But one thing I do want to say, when we talk about spirits being memory, we
Yes.
never talk about how that memory imprints on, say, a theoretical spirit particle, which I talk about all the time. Or can particles of regular matter become spirit particles? And what I mean by this is there's an old theory called the brick and mortar theory that spirits are attached to the foundations and to the material and the matter of a place. Even if
Well,
you raise it to the ground, it doesn't make a difference. All that dust and all that everything is still there, and it
well,
still
this
holds on.
goes to that whole idea, this hermetic, the 7 hermetic values of things. It's what is this called? I'll tell you what this is real quick. I know you got to split, but it's like the uh hermetic.
Because that's how the principle of QDE works. When I talk about the theoretical principle of QDE, it's spirit particles here, theoretical spirit particles here reacting with theoretical spirit particles where you're at. And
Here,
I say theoretical because I've never seen these fucking things with my eyes.
so
You know?
hermeticism is ancient, right? It's a principle. So, and they have there's key concepts to hermeticism. It's from like ancient Greek or even maybe Egyptian, right? So one of them
Yeah,
is
I think it's
the
it's far
hermetic
back.
principle of vibration,
Yeah.
and that is this idea that a relationship between energy, frequency, and manifestation,
Nation. Well, and it's
right?
also technically how they built the pyramids too.
Right.
Like if you want to get like this thing, like this goes, so it's Egyptian or maybe even farther back. It's pretty wild.
Does it get farther
Yeah.
back than Egyptian? I mean, that's pretty old, dude.
Yes, because the Sphinx was built by another civilization. It wasn't built by the Egyptians. The Sphinx is older than the pyramids.
So there's
So,
7 hermetic laws.
and that's
The law of
science. That's not
polarity.
pseudoscience.
Right.
It's
There's
proven.
7 hermetic laws, and it's also goes to like a Kabbalion concept, of course, but like as
I love.
above,
I
so below.
I love you talk about the teachings of the Kabbalah.
I don't know if
That
it's the same rate. It's the Kabbalion
uh,
concept of
yeah,
correspondence.
yeah.
The laws of cause and effect, right? Like these things of like they all go together. So vibrations
I
exist
tell
at
you.
all levels, from atoms to the universe in this one
Yep.
universal mind. What do you
Yep.
think? Spirits, is there a vibration in all of us?
Gary, what time you got on your end?
It's 5:15, so it's 8.
Okay,
8:17. You got
8:15.
to split. You want to
Yeah,
call?
eight
We can
fifteen.
call.
Yeah. I gotta
right.
call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into Splintered Spirits. I'm going to shut the spirit box off or turn the volume down now. Please like, share, and subscribe wherever you get your
Yes.
podcasts. Welcome,
Yes,
TikTok.
especially YouTube. We are trying to get to
YTs.
1,000 followers.
Yes,
Get on that YTs.
We want to get
And
1,000 followers on all things,
yep.
especially there.
Everybody, where you're watching, go there.
Where you're watching, go there too, because you get video for our podcast there. And it's real fun, but we're out everywhere podcasts are. We're really trying to grow this thing. We got a lot of big stuff coming leading into October, which is, Rocktober, Halloween City Central. But we've got some fun
season!
We've got, spooky season.
Spooky season!
We got a lot of fun guests coming up next week, too. We've got a real fun guy joining the live. Jeremy Jolly from SoCo Paranormal is going to join us on a live. He's got a real baseball player name. I wonder if he was a baseball player.
Maybe.
Right? Jeremy Jolly sounds like a baseball name, doesn't it?
It does.
And then it's like maybe he like pulled something and now he hunts ghosts. I'm gonna find. I am dying to know how somebody gets into because he's got big showman energy too, which is if you don't follow that guy, he's great. He's fun, but it's gonna be good. We got a lot of good stuff coming up in the weeks to come. Thank you so much for checking us out, John. It was an absolute pleasure as always.
Yes. It's always fun.
Ladies and gentlemen of the spectral realm, thank you so much for being a part of Splintered Spirits. And with that, we say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to stop it. I'm on 3 different things. There we go. And
I think Foxy's about to get sucked into the spirit board. What are you doing? She's like getting sucked into